That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bit. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. How is everybody? Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Thank you so much to everybody coming over. As you may have seen from the description, we're going to have a bash at a clock. I've never done a clock before, so I'll show you in a moment what I'm talking about. But first off, we'll go through the group chat, see who's in the chat. We have Colin, the Klondike Craftsman, I believe is Mike. No, Lewis, sorry. Then we had Darren J. Dale from Mapletree. Hi, Dale. Tommy Dunn. Terry Bray. What else? Mark. Hi, Mark. Hope you're well. Colin Izzard. My lovely wife, Nikki Cavell.
You don't have to call me Nikki Cavell, do you? That just sounds really weird.
Oh, my lovely wife, Nikki. Barry Wood. Or Barry Oakes. Hi, Barry. John S. I think that's a new name, isn't it? John S. Hi, John. Welcome. Wayne and Valerie. Bigfoot. Welcome. Mike the Midnight Joker. Ellie 2 Meadows. Hi, Ellie. Let's have a look here. Who else did we have in? Sid. Repurposing. Robert Dolman. And I think that's about it at the moment. So thank you to each and every one of you who's come over today. I don't know where you are, but it's a bit miserable here today. A bit cold, a bit windy, a bit damp. But we're in the workshop, so it don't matter. So anyway, as always, I have my lovely wife in the background. It's on the bench. She's not going to speak.
Not allowed. You're giving me orders.
So what I've got is a blank here. The clock. We was on about doing a clock. I was toying with the idea of doing a piece on a square, but with the decoration I want to do, it's not really going to work properly. So I've decided to go for this round blank. I'm going to rough size it, just under 8 inches by just under 2. Excuse me.
Oh,
So yeah, we're going to use that. Hi Rob, hi Baz. Hope you're both well.
did you say hello to Lewis from Klondike?
Yes, I did say hello,
No, I
Lewis,
didn't
right
hear
from
you.
the
That's
start.
right.
So it's a piece of pear. Going to use this. Now, what I've got, excuse me, what I've got for the 3 clock faces are these 3 clock faces that I've got. They're all exactly the same size, very similar, just obviously different colour surrounds. So we've got a black one, a silver one, and a gold one. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide which one you want to use. So it's only an insert. They're a battery operated insert that I've bought. If this works well, then I'm going to have a go at a bit more intricate clock.
Is the first one a black surround or is that
Yeah,
brown?
no, it's black surround, the first one. Middle one is chrome, and then the outer one is gold. So they're the 3 different sizes. So first thing we need to do is the insert they fit into are 90 millimeters. So obviously we're going to have to do the 90 mil insert. And then we want to try and put a bit of texture in and fanciness around the outside. May colour it.
Fade.
Sorry?
Sorry, I'm taking the mick out, you know.
Always. Um, so I want to try and do a bit of fanciness around the outside of it. That's the reason why I went for the round rather than the square. So what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to just get rid of these. First off, I'll put it in the lathe, get it flattened off, get it round, and then we will go from there really, see how we come out. I'm going to use this is the back. The reason being is a bit of a chunk out of there, so I want to get rid of that. So we'll put a mortise in the front of there, flatten this, put a mortise in the front of there, and then we'll flip it, and then we'll get rid of this, take this down, because it's a bit thick to be honest. So we'll turn this down a little bit so it's not quite as thick. If I thought about it really, I could have put that in the other side, but never mind, it's too late now. So we'll get this into the chuck. Again, always the same, using a 55mm Forstner bit to centre that up, or get our grab hole in it for on the chuck. So we'll just give this a round.
I think it's black, mate.
Is that what everybody's saying?
Yep.
So let's get this rounded. Let's get some safety glasses. What, disappeared off the bench?
I haven't touched them.
No, I don't know where they gone. They disappeared. I normally put them back in the drawer. Okay, let's get another pair then.
Where else might you have them?
Sorry, I've got another pair.
Am I not aware?
So get a pair of safety glasses and we'll get this turned to round. And then we can decide on what we're going to do with it. So how is everyone? Sorry?
Baz wants to know what chuck you using, Steve.
The chuck I'm using is the Record SC4 chuck. So just round this up. Like I say, I'm going to take some of the material off the back of it because it's too thick anyway. So just round it.
You could have made my clock for the live.
I could have done, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that, to be honest. So that's why I didn't do it. Oops. So I'm just going to clean this front up. It's a bit low, that is.
Doug Miller's on.
Hi Doug, how you doing?
Leap and Lima Craftworks.
I've heard that before.
don't think.
So,
I've got no name though. We have got
what's
to had them on before, but no
no
name.
name? Right, so I'm just going to turn this.
Wayne Bigfoot's put hashtag clog for Nikki. Clock for Nikki. Sid's put the same.
Well, guys, the reason I haven't
Here we
made her
go.
a clock is because she spent 2 years deciding on what wood she wants.
We've got some yew, but it
She don't.
needs splitting, done it in half.
You don't know. She doesn't know what wood she wants. She don't know what clock face she wants.
Excuse me, we bought hands.
Yeah, that was in.
No, we bought some when we went to Yorkshire.
Yeah, in August. But we're talking. You asked me to make you a clock over a year ago.
Yeah, and I've got the wood, but it needs splitting. So you've got to take it to the wood yard and they're going to split it.
Right.
Oh, you can do that next week.
I can. You're right.
Right, Leaping Lima Craft Works. His name is Scott.
Hello, Scott. Welcome to the channel, sir. I'm going to do a nice, fairly deep tenon in here.
That's cold, heavy. Oh,
So just clean this out. And what I will do is I'll just take the corner of this off, just so we got a bit of character. So it's not square. Just like that. So we'll get this sanded up now. We'll sand this from 120 to 240. Because we're going to leave the back natural, we can Yorkshire grit it.
Wayne Bigfoot Craft. That is my fault that it was a year ago. We bought the wood from Snainton's a year ago, and I couldn't decide what I wanted. So, and we're halfway there now. Sort of. We're getting the bits, aren't we?
Yeah, halfway there.
I don't like, no disrespect to the clock Steve's Turnham, but that's not really, I like the modern things. I don't really like the Roman numerals and that sort of stuff, so a bit fussy. No comment, Stephen.
Fussy, you? Never. Right, so just clean this out.
You can tell Mark's busy because he's not giving me any grief.
He's setting up his new computer, I think.
Yeah, that's what he put.
No stopping him when he gets his new computer sorted.
He'll be doing lives all the time.
Yeah, he'll be living on the internet.
Can you hear me cutting this veg up?
So we're going to Yorkshire grit this, so I'm only going to take this up to 120.
You didn't say it loud enough.
The Yorkshire grit, the Yorkshire grit, the Yorkshire grit. So that's 120. What are you doing? Take my kitchen roll. So we'll do 240, and then we'll get it sand and sealed.
Mark's, but he's downloading the update. He's 96% there.
Oh, close, close. Right, so I put quite a deep mortise in this. The reason being you're not going to really see the back anyway. And because I got turned quite a big hole out the middle of it, I really want something to hold it fairly secure.
Amy's on.
Hi Amy, how are you? Hope you're well.
Barry's Wood Creation. I don't know where he's.
That's Barry Oaks.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so. Barry should be getting ready to put his first video out soon.
Ooh, exciting times.
Yeah, exciting, exciting. Look forward to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to...
Robbo put, Steve, she is a keeper, a woman that admits it's her fault, lol.
Not very often, though. Not very often.
It's
So
just easier to blame Steve.
yeah, you're right there. Yeah. So I'm just going to give this a... All I'm going to do is I'm going to coat the back because I'm not sure what we're doing with the front edge yet. So I'm just going to coat the back with the sanding sealer. I can hear you cutting the veg up.
Do you want me to stop?
No, you're all right. Sounds like an old... Somebody
That's
opened
because the leaks are a bit squeaky.
So give that a nice coating. Like I say, it's a piece of pear, so it should look pretty nice once it's all cleaned up. Oh, I missed the bin. Been a bit closer. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll give that a bit of a coat of Yorkshire grit.
He
Which will
still
get
hasn't appeared. I'm a bit worried.
busy, I think. Have a swig of my coffee, I think.
That sounded painful.
Sounds like you're getting out of bed, that does.
I mean, you're going to fall out.
So, did we choose a...
It was black. Anyone who commented all said black. No one
They all
said
want
anything
black, so we want
different.
black.
Yeah.
So we go in for this one. Is that correct? The black one.
Well, you're not colourblind, so you know which colour's black.
I know, but it might look different on the computer, on the screen. Hi, Dark. How are you?
Four King Houses on.
Oh, what was his name?
Martin.
Martin. Welcome, Martin. Oh, Mark's just put that Glyn's away on a biking tour around Scotland.
Ah.
Right, so we'll give this a bit of a Yorkshire grit. Quite a bit hard in the cold. So nice generous coat of grit. Rub it in first before we start rotating the lathe. And then we're going to start a lathe off around about 500 RPM. And we're going to work it in.
Dark put, hi Steve, you sexy devil.
Yeah,
He clearly hasn't met you.
he clearly met me. So we're just going to rub this in until we can feel the abrasive of the paste wearing out. And this should take us up to 1,000 grit. It's a bit thick, that is today. It's that cold, isn't it?
Do you want me to warm it up for you? The
No.
grit.
So just going to rub this in now.
Oh, we've got Oreo 12394. Good morning from Minnesota, USA.
Oh, good morning. Welcome to the channel. If you could put your name in the chat, please, that would be very helpful so we know who you are. If you want to share your name, that is.
I'm going to have to update my list.
It's going to be on more pages before long.
We only started off with one double-sided sheet, didn't we?
Yeah. So now you can feel the abrasive paste is, or the abrasive compound of the paste is wearing in. Speed up just a little tiny bit. Use the remainder of on the cloth just to finish off, taking that to a higher grit. And as you can, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of a sheen coming on it. So we're just going to rub that in. And what this does, this should take it up to our 1,000 grit to give us a nice silky smooth bottom. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a clean piece of tissue, and we're just going to take off the excess of the grit. So what we're aiming for is once it's done, there'll be no residue left on the tissue. So we know we've got all the excess grit off a piece.
DIY Dark said, I almost want to argue that the sanding paste takes it to like 1500 or 2000 grit, just from what I have noticed when I find sand.
Yeah,
Oh, I missed that, Mark.
I think maybe, I don't know. I know the microfine does, but I'm not sure about the. I'm just going obviously by what I've been told by Glyn, Wayne, and a few of the others. They all say the original goes up to 1,000 grit, and then the microfine up to 2,000. But I know what you're saying, Dark. Sometimes when you do sand it, it feels like it's further, but I don't want to contradict what others are saying, really. So what we're looking for is tissues coming off clean. Then we know we've got all the excess off, and that is silky smooth. Very nice. So what I'm going to do on that, I'm going to give that a coat of Chestnut's friction polish, just basically to give us a nice shine. I know you're not going to see the back, but I still want it to look fairly good. So just give this a bit of a shake. Give us a generous coat of this, and then we'll get this polished up. So give this a nice rub. Work it in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the tissue, about 500 revs again, just lightly rub it over, because with this you're relying on the friction between the tissue and the piece to generate heat to give you a shine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Don't know if you can see a shine coming on there, can you? Put a different light on. Can you see a shine coming on there now?
You're asking me.
I'm asking anybody.
I don't want to talk to you. Because you're horrible to your wife.
Not horrible to my wife.
You are.
So I'm just going to buff this up with a clean piece of tissue. Like I say, don't need major pressure, just run it over nice and light. If you put too much pressure on it, you're just going to burn it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you took the headset off. Hi, he's on. Who he's on?
Hi, Huey. So there we go. Don't know if you'll see the shine on that. Don't know if you can see a shine on it or not. Let's see if we can change. No. Can't really see a shine on it. But anyways, a shine
Yeah,
on it.
you can see a bit of a shine on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, got a nice shine on there. So what we'll do now is we'll flip it and we'll decide what we want to do with this clock, how we want to fit it in. So obviously we're going to have to put a hole in it to do what we've got to do. Let me just get the clock out. So I'm going for the black one by public demand. Was there a reason they chose the black one or not?
Nope. Just everyone put black.
Hi Sean, how you doing?
Know why you buy bronze, because it's really not.
Hi Cuz, how you doing, sir? Hi Jay,
Ignore
welcome
me, I
over.
don't mind.
Well, you're meant to be keeping up with the chat, but there's people in the chat you haven't shouted at.
My eyes are watering, I'm sorry.
Right, so this is the clock. It's held in with
Oh, sorry, Jay.
what?
He said the sneeze just scared the crap out of him.
It's held in with 4 little spring tabs.
Oh shit. Sugar, sorry. Oh.
It's like living. It's like working with a cripple. It is.
What?
Like working with a cripple.
You can't say that.
Right. So that across there.
Right, I'll be right back.
That across there is 95 mil.
Oh,
So
for goodness
we'll
sake.
do it at 95,
Go right.
and we'll see what happens. I've got her muttering in the background. Oh dear. Right, okay, now she's gone. let's get this sorted. Right. So Colin's asked where I got the clocks from. They came from eBay. I'll put a link in the description after the live once the live's re-uploaded. Yeah, they came from eBay. To be perfectly honest, they're not the best quality. I noticed on the gold one there's a crack in the glass that I've got to get sorted out. But like I say, they're not the best quality clock. There are better, but I just bought some cheap ones to have a play with. Really, I think they worked out about £6 each. They weren't expensive, but they're supposed to be quartz. They got quartz stamped on the back as well. So whether they are quartz or not, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, so we'll mark this up for 90 mil. Get my pencil. Let's move this camera back over. So we'll mark this out at 90 mil. And then once we got to 90, we'll just double check it. So we're 45 each side of that. Because I'd rather be undersized than oversized. So I'm just going to run that around. So I'm going to put a ring in there to start with, just so it gives us a bit of a location mark, and then we can flatten the front off. Just tap a bit deeper. So we've got a bit deeper. So now I'm going to flatten that off. That camera looks a little bit low, that does, doesn't it? Let me just move that up a little tiny bit. There you go. It's a bit better. Let's have a look. Hang on. Let's just answer through these questions. I see there's a few questions come in. Hi Jimbo, how you doing, sir? Hope you're well. Let's have a look. Mark, Stream Deck. Yes, Mark, the Stream Deck is working really well. It took me a little while to work it out. I'm in the process of doing a few other little things for it, but at the moment it's working really well, mate. Really good investment. Steve, are you going to drill a hole through so you can pop the clock out easier? I did think about that, Darren, and for that exact purpose, that if I put a hole all the way through, I can just get a little something in the back and just push the clock out, because if not, you're going to be levering on the edge and maybe break the edge. So yeah, I did think about that. Rob CP's put question: do you need access from the back to replace battery? No. Again, this is a similar question to what Rob just asked. I'm going to drill a hole all the way through, Rob, so I can get a small dowel or a pencil through the back and just push the clock out, because these will grab, but they should be able to come out if you're gentle with them. So you can replace the battery. So no, you don't need access from the back. I think that was it. So the bowl's getting a ring, but Nikki doesn't. Amy, don't start. Don't start, Amy. So I think that's all the questions. Yeah, right. So we'll carry on then. Right. So let's move this back. So we've got our, that should be roughly our width. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this up a little bit. And then we'll see, I'll take the middle out here and we'll see what we can get. So I'll just take some of this out so we can try our clock in there. So hopefully, actually quite deep. It's going to be a need to recess it to get the clock in there. So I'm going to use a Carbide just to clean this out. So we can just try it really more than anything, because I'd rather go little bits before we make too bigger. Because I want it to slot in, but I don't want it really tight, and that actually is about the right size. Ouch, that's my elbow. And that across the width is about 94 mil. So I don't think we need to go any wider than that, but we do need to go deeper. She's back. She's back. We're all right. She's
What's
back.
happening?
Don't tell her. Don't say what we said.
Oh, I can't believe I broke my headset.
I know.
That's what you get for buying cheap rubbish.
So what did Rob put?
Oh, I've got a floppy bit. I think I have to buy me a new headset.
Can't believe you broke it.
Well, you could just glue it in that position.
So what did Rob put a suggestion in the chat, obviously.
What?
I don't know, I'm trying to find the suggestion.
Because he's off, he's got to go. Right.
Right, the questions we had was, see you later, cuz. Thanks for coming over, sir. Rob asked, no, sorry, Darren asked if I was putting a hole all the way through so we could push the clock out from the back, which I said yes, I would be doing that to make it easy to change the battery. Then Rob asked, would you need access from the back? But again, that's the same answer as what Darren asked, really.
Colin from Wood Wizardry, where did you get your clocks from?
Already answered that. eBay, I said I'll put a link in the description at the end. Then Mark's put, I would agree with Rob, that way you can change battery without pinching the whole mechanism. I suppose that's meant to be pushing the whole mechanism out.
He said hello to Hodgepodge.
Hi Hodgepodge. I don't know. I can't remember what's Hodgepodge's name. Mike. Since you got my list.
Robert.
Oh, Robert. Hi, Robert.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's 94 mil across there. 94 mil across there. So now what I'm going to do is make that deeper. It's the right width. So I'm not going to go any wider. I'm just going to go deeper. So I'm actually going to use.
Wayne Bigfoot's got to go.
All right, Wayne. Thanks for coming over. Hope you and Valerie are well. I'm actually going to take that a bit deeper. Wants to go about another 5 mil, so we'll go a bit deeper, and then we'll clean that out.
Did you see what Mark put? 94mm hole all the way through, Steve.
I did, but trouble with that is, I'm going to struggle holding it in the chuck, aren't I, to finish off what I want to do. But if it's a pain in the backside to get out, then I will do it.
Clever that was.
So just clean that up with the carbine.
Dark's put, if it's a little loose, spray it with some water and it will swell up a little and tighten it up.
Say again.
Dark's put, if it's a little loose, spray it with some water and it will swell up a little and tighten up.
All right, okay. So that should go in there now, like that.
They're saying
What?
intentional funnel club. Just one more pass.
Just one more pass. Just one more pass. So that's, see, that way. No, that way. We did have it right. So that's 94 mil. So that's nice and tight. It's quite. Oh, God, reactions like a ninja. It pops in and out quite easily, actually. To be honest, it's the little lugs have got like a rounded piece on, so they don't dig into the wood. So I think 94 mil is around about the right size. Fits in there nice and tight. So I'm quite happy how that fits.
Ian in the shed is on. Whoops, and you dropped it.
Hi Ian, how are you? Hope you're well, sir. So I'm going to mark just past the edge of this, like so. And that gives me maybe 3 or 4 mil on the edge of that clock face. And that's going to be my finish line. So any detail I do is going to be past that mark. So we don't want to come inside that. So now I just need to decide what I'm going to do with it. Do I curve it? Do I chamfer it in? Do I step it? So we've got like steps into it. I'm not sure. Do I want it so the clock look like it's protruding past? So I'm looking for your guys' suggestions now. So I'm looking for your suggestions of what we're going to do with this edge. Are we just going to curve it and texture it? Are we going to step it a little bit? Are we just going to
Darren
put
said textured rim.
textured ring? So I think I might recess this a little bit so it looks like the clock face is standing forward to start with.
Paul Smith's on.
Hi Paul, thanks for coming over, sir. Hope you're well. So who's saying step the clock back? Darren's saying step the clock back a bit, texture and step.
Sean saying chamfer. Rob saying textured. Amy said iridescent paint.
Yeah, that'd be nice actually. I don't know if would it go with the black though. So if we're stepping the clock back, so if I clean a bit of that out, let's get the camera back over here. So if I take a bit of this out, the clock will then be sat inside, and then we could do something on this edge. Let's try that.
Barry said step it down. Terry said scallop it out on the rim.
Right, so I'm
Clark
just going to...
said round it off and maybe texture it a bit. Huey said can't beat a decorated rim. Hashtag just saying. Mickey, are you peeling carrots or spuds? Carrots at the moment, Mark.
So I've taken that down about 5 mil.
Darren said clock setback would be classy. Karen Dolman said some beads.
Right, let's see if that's step back enough. Right, I just want to be a little bit deeper now. Oh, it's a pain in the backside to get out now. It's recessed. So I've got to dig it out a little bit deeper now. Just because we've gone that little bit on that edge.
Sean Weird put black with centrifuge paint.
Sorry?
Sean said black with centrifuge paint. Dr. Bob's on. I've been on, just hiding in the background watching.
Hi, Dr. Bob. Hope you're well.
Amy put, I was told when I went to Cumbria that you can't roast new tatties, best to steam them. That has stuck with me now. I do roast new potatoes sometimes with the skin on. Very nice.
So, just clean this out. Keep going much deeper, we'll be all the way through. So let's try this now. That's better. That's better. So that's set back now. Just need to clean up a little bit because that's just a bit poppy. Let's try that again. So, oops, that's better. That's better. So that's recessed in a little bit now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a bead from here, sort of scallop it out. I want to get rid of this bit of mankiness here, so I'm going to curve that corner around, and we'll see how we go.
Oreo said you should inlay diamonds at 12 and 6.
Yeah, real diamonds. So I'm just going to recess beside that line, just a little tiny bit. And I'm just going to take this corner off a little bit.
Colin's put nice bead and burn line.
Bead and burn line, just getting greedy now, isn't he?
Rubber said, no, Robbo said form and ogee edge. Rubber said it needs a light pull hanging from it.
Right, so I've curved that a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do, with the spindle gouge, just a little bit of pattern work in here, not a lot. Cool, that's hot.
Like you, my darling, hot stuff.
Uh, so just a little bit further down here.
Jigwood turnings on, Steve.
Afternoon, how are you? Hope you're well. Thank you very much for coming over.
Sean said it looks great.
If I put the camera over, you might be able to see what I'm doing, mightn't I? So what I'm doing is I'm just putting some little bits of pattern in this edge, just to give it a bit of character, really. I don't want nothing major in it. I just want something just to break it up from being a massive piece of wood, really. So I'm just going to put.
Scott from Leap and Lima said, "Where does the cuckoo pop out of?"
So I'm just going to put another one in here, and I think
Mark's put the cuckoo is the one turning it.
Mark, what is going on? And I thought you was my friend. I'm just doing a little tiny bit of beading in there, nothing major. Just try and get rid of some of these sharp edges. Just gentle, just the lightest little cuts, because I don't want it grabbing in. So we've just got some fine little beading over the edge. Now all I want to do is I just want to try and get rid of this sharp edge that we've got on this first bead. So I'm just going to try and roll that spindle gouge over the edge, just so we get rid of that edge.
Oh,
And then the same on the inside.
Harry's put the cuckoo normally pops out of his Land Rover. And Mark put, couldn't pass that one up, Steve. Sorry, mate. Love you.
I'll let you off then, Mark. I'll let you off. So, stop that and have a look. So I've got some nice little beading. Let's move this over here. That one. So I've got some beading I've put in there with the spindle gouge, which just breaks up from that big chunky side. Got around about a 5mm recess in there that the clock is going to sit into. So let's just stick the clock into it and have a giddy gander what it's going to look like. So it's going to look like that. So I think what I should do really is I'm wondering whether in these beads here, wondering whether I should put some colour in them or whether it's going to be too much, because I don't want to break the colour. I don't want to take the look from the clock face away, but obviously I don't want it to look plain and boring. We could perhaps do some, I don't know, either with the iridescent colours or the other colours we got. What other colours have we got? Let's have a look. Can't find them now. Here we go. We've got the metallics and we've got the iridescence, and I've also got the intrinsic. I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Do we colour this or do we just leave it natural? I'm not sure. Not sure.
Someone's put gilt wax.
Guild wax it.
Robbo's put Cove, Steve. Steve from Jigger said it looks great as it is. Rob said goldy yellow. Rubber said I wouldn't colour it, let the clock face stand out. It could end up looking too busy.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Hodgepodge said all black with some gold gilding wax. Keep it classy. Right, Dr. Bob's put, don't forget to put a finger hole in the back so you can push it out when it gets stuck due to humidity changes.
Yeah.
It will, I speak from personal experiences. Oreo said colour. Midnight Joker said colour. Dave Rate said don't overdo the colour, one small dark band. Never heard of that, don't remember before.
I'm really don't know what to do. See, if someone suggested doing it all black and then.
No, that would be too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. See, if I did it all black and then gill creamed it, it'd come out like this, which is like a patinaed looking black, which I don't really want. I think that'd be too dark.
Mark said a burn line in the corner of the beads.
In the corner. Yeah, you could do.
Terry Bray said leave it natural. Dark said that's very sharp. Rob agrees with Hodgepodge. Sean Weir said agreed, black with gold gild. Barry says keep it natural colour, maybe too much. Colin Izzard said do not colour.
Shall I do Mark's suggestion? Put a little tiny line in each one of these and then burn it. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, go for it. You can always chuck it.
Thanks. Thanks for the support. You know, it's nothing better than a nice supportive wife. Right,
Well, I'm going to
so
have a fire, so we need some wood.
so the plan is I'm going to put a little tiny line in the corner of each of these bits, and then I'm just going to put a little tiny thin burn line in it. That's the plan. So just a little tiny thin line in here. And then I might just put one along the edge here. Just on this little tiny edge. So now I've got to get my famous lollipop sticks out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn it before I put the friction polishing on it.
Black outer ring and gold inner ring.
I don't really
Natural
want to
is
colour it. I
boring
don't really want to
normal.
colour it, to be honest, because I don't want to take the actual look away from the clock face. Put the extraction on. But I think this will just break up the boring colour of the wood. So just give us a nice dark burn on.
Oh,
Was it good for you?
stop.
So I'm going to try and get as dark as possible.
Oh, Stephen.
Oh, the wood's hot. Get another stick. It's a bit short, that one. It's a bit short. Oops. Oh man, my stick's broke. So last one. So I think that is enough. Should just break it up a little bit. So that should just break it up now. So what we'll do now is we'll sand and seal it. Let's get it sand and sealed. Just move the camera so you guys can
Colin said
see.
fingers down a chalkboard.
So what I do want to do, just quickly, just want to clean this edge up in here a little bit because it's not very clean. There we go. It's a bit better. That's better. So before I sand and seal that, I need to sand it, don't I? Really? That'd help. All my sandpapers fell down here.
Steve Robbins has come on.
Hi Steve, how you doing, sir? Hope you're well. So I'm going to do this from 120 to 240 because obviously we're gonna give it a bit of a grit.
Hmm.
So I'm just going to gently sand. I don't want to take loads off. Just basically taking out any nasty corners that I've got, nasty sharp edges. So I want a little tiny bit of curve on this bit here, just to take that, get rid of that sharp corner on there. Only got a little bit on there. Just get rid of these sharp edges. Put the extraction on top. So that should be enough, I think, just to do that. So that's 120, bit of 240. So just clean this up in here a little bit. So that's 240. Now what we'll do is we'll get some sand and sealer on it.
Steve Robbins said he's been trying out his new Evolution cap.
Evolution what?
Cap.
Cap. What hat? I take it. Take it that sort of cap or?
Oh, Mark's put woohoo! Special guest earworm lined up for my Tuesday live.
Ooh. Mark, you were supposed to keep it a secret that I was coming on. All right, give us a good soaking with some. Give us a good soaking. That sealing, that burn line. So it shouldn't smudge when we polish it out. I'm glad this is the last piece of this pear wood.
Steve Robbins put sorry respirator.
All right.
Scott from Leap and Lima said, are you here every Sunday morning?
Who, us?
Yeah, we try to be.
Yeah, we try to be. We try and do a live every Sunday, UK time at 1 o'clock. I don't know where you are, but obviously depending where you are is depending on the time that it hits you, but it's 1 o'clock UK time. But we try to be here to, well, that's my weekly dose of abuse, really.
Sean Weir's off. He's going to catch the rest later.
Thanks, Sean, for coming over. Hope you have a great day, sir. So I'm just going to rub that in there. So just give that chance to settle a little bit. Try and get that bit out of there.
Mark's put an international earworm, no less. Scott Leap and Lima said it's 8 a.m. there.
It must be in a state somewhere then. 11 p.m. in Victoria.
Oh, sugar. Wood Turnen. Kim from Wood Turnen by Brandstrup has just come on.
Hello, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for coming over.
And so has Doug from Pole Barn.
Hi, Doug. How you doing?
Colin from Wood Wizardry says, what ratio do you water down your sealer, Steve?
60-40. 60% sand and sealer, 40% cellulose thinners. Some people do it more, some people do it less, but that's what I found the best that works for me. Obviously, some people do 50-50, some people do 70-30, but that's what I find the best. 60% cellulose thinners, I mean cellulose sand and sealer, 40% cellulose thinners. Right, so
Dr. Bob said, stupid question. When you say UK time, do you mean GMT, Greenwich Mean Time?
yes, yes, I do. Right, so let's get this sanded out. I'm going to try and get the
Colin said thanks.
Scotch Brite into the groove, because obviously the sand and seal has gone in there and that's recessed down. And if we don't try and get it out and buff back, then what's going to do is going to leave a white. It's going to make it go a whitey colour. So I'm trying to force that into the groove to clean out the groove as much as we're cleaning the outer wood as well. So what I've done is I've rolled it over. Actually, I'll just put it on a different camera so you can see.
Robert from Hodgepodge said, nice choice, leaving it natural. Looks good with the colour of the wood showing with sealer.
Yeah, I think it does. To be honest, I think it was a good call. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling over the Scotch Brite and I'm trying to ram that or force that into the groove to clean out any excess sand and sealer we've got in the groove. Because if not, it's going to make the black line go a whitey colour, and we don't really want that. So I'm just going to give this rest of this a bit of a scuff up.
Amy says it's looking great.
Thank you very much, Amy. So I'm just going to try and use this to clean up a little bit.
Are you going to be long? So I'm getting cold now. I'm going to have to go get my blankie.
I did tell you to get dressed.
That makes it sound like I'm sitting here with nothing on, Steve. That's just wrong.
Well, I didn't like to say that. But, right, so I'm just going to give it a gentle coat of Yorkshire grit, not a lot, because I don't want it all in the hole. I don't want it all in the grooves of the where we've done the burning. So I'm just going to gently rub a bit of Yorkshire grit over this. Not a lot, just a little tiny bit, because you're not really going to feel the smoothness of inside the grooves. So we're just trying to clean up a little bit.
I have got clothes on, Terry. Just blinking
She,
freezing. It's cold in his. He ain't even lit a fire for me. It's terrible.
she hasn't got clothes on, Terry. She sits there absolutely butt naked.
That's gross. Amy's put winter woolies for Nikki. Other streams have drilly. We have blankie here. That's what Darren's put.
So
I don't want any of it in the hole.
so just give us a bit of a buff.
Oh, naked Nikki Sundays.
So I think we're going to be close. Let's polish this off so we don't get no residue on our tissue.
Baz, behave yourself.
Baz.
Oh, Colin, we had the heating on last night, and when I've done my housework, I am having a nice wooden log burner going. Cannot wait.
You can't have a wooden log burner because that'll catch fire if you have a wooden log
Oh,
burner.
you know what I mean. Can have wood burning on the. That clock's going on there. Here he's put Nikki's cold, Steve's wearing shorts.
It's always the same, Hugh, mate. It's always the same. I come home from work, there's a fire going, I sit there, there's sweat dripping from me.
Dr. Bob put, I've heard some blatant hints in my lifetime, but buy her a mink coat.
Right, so
Hodgepodge put naked in the shop is like going to the beach. Just replace sand in your crevices with sawdust.
so
He's right.
that's.
Robbo said 2 weeks ago you were complaining about the heat.
I was complaining about the heat. You're right. Right, so again, I'm just going to give that a real thin coat of friction polish, just to bring up a bit of a shine on there. I'm not going to put loads on because again, I don't want it in the burn marks because it will leave like a white residue in there. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit on it, not a huge amount.
Doug put sawdust is so not the same as sand.
So
It is a female thing, I think, Colin. Other fact, I feel like I'm getting old, so
you are. What do you mean getting old?
I am feeling old.
So I'm just going to gently rub this over to bring a bit of a shine in. Again, we're using the friction to generate the heat to give us a shine.
Mike, that's a really good idea.
What's that?
Well, he said someone should organise a calendar girl style calendar for all the Turners.
For
Be a
charity.
good charity.
Yeah, definitely would be. I've got my Bradle that I could use to cover up my dignity.
You don't need. You could just get away with anything, really.
That's
You
what I'm
could use
saying.
one of
But
them lollipop sticks.
thanks. Thanks for that.
Oh dear.
Don't you think I'm a bit big? Right. I think we're there. I think I've just got to put a hole through the middle to push it out with.
Hodgepodge. Robbo put I look terrible in a bikini. Lol. Mike said that's not what Jay said, Robbo. And then Hodgepodge put, haha, Mike, then it's only fair to have a men's one, right? Where they are all holding their wood and turnings.
Dear, oh dear. I could
Colin said, you youngsters, I turned 58 yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday.
yes, happy birthday, Colin. Right,
Mark put,
just
not with my scars, Nikki. Yeah, you can, Mark. No one would care.
for charity, mate. Who gives the monkeys? Right, so hang on, I just got to get a force in
Colin
a bit.
reckon I'm cruel.
You are cruel. You're an evil woman. So I just need to get a small force in a bit that we can put a hole through there too. I'm running out of bench space.
Dark's put Hooey in just his yellow gloves, lol.
So I'm just going to use a small force in a bit just to put a hole through this so we've got something to push out um, the clock if we need to. I don't think we need to, but I'm just going to...
Oh, Scott Lima was 57 yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday, Scott.
Yeah, happy birthday. So I'm just going to run this through. It's not even in the middle, so that would help if it was in the middle.
Here we put lol DIY. I'd pop the gloves on again for charity, of course, love. LMA. Doug said he's 61 this Wednesday.
Oh, happy birthday, Doug, for Wednesday. So we've just gone through there.
Hodgepodge put just picture. No. Wayne posing with Drilly for the month of December.
In his Santa outfit.
He's got the beard.
He wouldn't do a Santa outfit, he's a grumpy old troll.
He's got the white beard, that's fine.
So, let's pop that out. So let's just push that out of the middle there. So that won't do up anyway, so I can't just clean that. But anyway, hole through.
Doe I darks, but Huey, can I suggest 3 gloves, please?
So we just got that through there. It just needs cleaning up where we obviously just chipped that out of there, but I think we are about good if I can get it in. So there you go. Let's move it over on the cam so we can see.
Here we put Mike. Most of my vids only ever show the hands for a very good reason.
Oh,
Paul Smith 68 on Wednesday.
happy birthday. So I'm trying to get this without a blooming light on it. What about if we turn the light off? Is that too dark then? No, that's better, isn't it? So there we go. Nice little bit of detail around the outer edge. I'll just put a little hole in here, keyhole in there so we can hang it.
Amy said, awesome job, Steve.
Other than that, I think we're there. Looks quite nice actually. Just get a battery
Very
sort.
Colin from Wood Wizardry said, very nice.
Thank you very much, guys.
DIY Dark said, really, really nice, Steve. Great work, buddy.
It's a little bit better.
Huey says, looks great, Steve. Rubber Dub says, nice rim job, Steve.
Yeah, nice bit of rimming.
Terry said, very nice, Steve. Steve Robbins, really good piece, Steve. Midnight Joker worked well without the colour. Good shout.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think if we'd have coloured it, it'd have been too much. Yeah, I think it'd have been just too much. I think it just sort of gives, with that black bit around there, we've got the little bit of black and round there. I think it just finishes off nice.
Ian
So,
in the Shed says, looks great. Barry said he was 68 last Wednesday. Happy birthday for last Wednesday. Doug Miller says, looks very nice. Scott from Leaping Lima says, sweet. Hodgepodge said, lol, that's such a last one. Colin from Wood Wizardry said, that's what you forgot to do on my mirror, Steve, lol.
what's that?
I think put something to hang it.
All right.
Colin King, a very nice turned clock, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Not seen him before, no? If you turn a groove, you can then change the way you hang it every now and then.
I like that. That's turned out really nice. Turned out a
Tommy
lot better.
Dunn, very nice, Steve. Robert Dolman, nice job, Steve. Kin Brandstrup looks really great. Colin Izzard, very nice, Steve. Darren, nice job. Amy, good call on the burn marks. Mark, I thought that said something else. Paul put, nice work, mate. Barry said, another great piece, Steve. Rob said, awesome work. Doug said, looks awesome, Steve. Karen said, the beads look great. DIY Dark said, maybe a dark wood for the chrome and gold clocks.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Huey said, because the dial is cream coloured, the colours might not have worked so well.
No. Well, the actual dial is like a yellowy. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but the dial is actually a yellowy colour.
Yeah, it does look yellowy on camera.
Yeah.
Stocky.
But
Colin said it's now on his wall.
oh, his clock. Oh, a mirror. Yes, I'm glad you're happy with it, Colin. No, I'm really pleased how it's turned out. Thank you very much for the nice comments, guys. I really do appreciate that, and it's turned out really well. Like I say, this bit of beading around here, it's just finished that off really. I think, like you guys say, if we'd have coloured it, it'd have been too much. So, so what I'll do is, as always, I'll take some photographs and get it on social media. Let's just put it back on there and change the camera so you guys can quickly have a quick look at it. I don't know if you can see it very well. I need to do something a bit better.
Hodgepodge said looks good, but I don't think it's showing the right time.
It's right. The time is right twice a day, so it's perfect. No, I haven't put a battery in it yet, but I will do. So no, I'm really pleased that's come out. Really, really pleased that's come out. This morning I was a bit of a mad rush to decide what I was going to do, because I haven't really had a chance to think about it. And it was like, oh, I've got these clocks, so I'm going to have a go at those. So that's what we did. But no, I'm glad it
I
came
actually
out.
quite like that.
Sorry?
I actually quite like that.
But you want to put it on the fire. But like the guys have said, I might just put a rim around the back here so that it can be hung. That doesn't matter then if this is not perfectly square. Because if I put a keyhole in there, then this has got to perfectly line up with it, and this can move a little bit. So if I put a rim around there, you can just hang it on a screw, and it doesn't matter where this is, does it? So that might be a bit better idea. But I'll play with that after the live. So let's get back on camera. So, thank you guys for coming over. I'm so grateful for you guys coming over and joining us for another Sunday. Um, if there's something that you guys want to see me do or have a go at, message me because it's nice to have a challenge now and again. And if there's something specific someone wants me to have a go at or show them how to do, then just message me. I would drop a comment in this live once the live's uploaded, or just drop me a message on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Email me, and then we'll see what we can do. Because it's nice to have other people's input, and it's always nice to have suggestions to have a bash at. Something may have done earlier that you want to see again, or something that's totally new to us both, or all of us. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge. So anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've enjoyed the live as always. Thank you very much to my lovely wife for helping me out. Hope it's been entertaining. Hope you've learned something. And if you guys want to have a go at him, I'll put the link for the clocks in the description once the live is uploaded. What's the matter now?
My clock.
Ha ha ha.
Dark said pole dance, Steve.
No, that's not going to happen.
How about an emerging bowl?
Emerging bowl. What's that? I have to check that one out. I've never heard of that one.
Hashtag clock for Nikki. Rob says make a Chinese ball. That's all right, Huey, here to entertain. Banksy pod. Huey put hashtag Nikki wants clock.
Watch out, ask now.
Great demos. Thanks to you and Nikki.
You're more than
Thanks for
welcome.
all coming over. It was good.
It's always a bit of fun. Always a bit of fun. And it's nice to see that we get something that's presentable and people enjoy to watch. So it's always good. So anyway, I'll stick some pictures up on social media so people can see that a bit better. The cameras don't do it justice. It looks a little bit, and I'll also set the time on it as well, so you can see the times right. So anyway, guys, thanks for coming over. There will be a live, hopefully this Thursday, but I'll put a link up for that later in the week. So hopefully I'll have some friends in my ears because Nikki will be at work, or Nick will be at work. So there will be hopefully myself and some friends, but we don't know what we're doing for that yet, so we'll check it out. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now.
That's all, folks.